Okay, good morning. Welcome to
FamilyMath268.
268. Actually, this is 268A. So this is an exercise I saw online yesterday from David Weiss, and he gave kids 4 shapes and asked them to divide them into 1/4, okay, or represent 1/4 in the picture. So I've had you do that with 4 shapes, and I would like you to explain. So we started with a circle. So you please explain what you did here.
Well, this isn't exactly 1/4 because I couldn't draw the lines straight. But if this were exact, I chopped the circle. I drew 2 perpendicular diameters.
Okay.
To chop the circle into fourths. Then this is 1/4.
Okay. And how do you know that's 1/4?
Well, because if you see the radius is 1, you can say the area of the circle is pi.
Yeah.
And this is 1/4. This section, this angle here, is 1/4 of 360.
Ah.
So this arc is going to be 1/4 of the whole circle.
Okay. Very interesting. Okay. You ready for the next shape?
All right. So it's a square.
It's a square.
Well, I did the same thing here.
Okay.
I drew these 2 lines that are going to be perpendicular here and here.
All right.
And I guess here and here too. Then I shaded in the 1/4.
Okay. So how do you know that's 1/4 of the square?
Well, it's mainly for the same reasons. This is 1/4 of this whole angle.
Okay.
And these sections are all congruent because I drew this line from the midpoints
Oh, very
of the
interesting.
sides to the other midpoints.
Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Can you bring over the next shape?
Alright. This one was interesting.
Yeah. So this was a right triangle, an isosceles right triangle.
Yeah, so this time I was unsure of what to do at first.
Okay.
But then I saw I could split the right triangle using the midpoints of the sides.
Okay.
I drew this line perpendicular from this midpoint here and this line to here. So these lines have the same length. Then I created these 3 triangles and this one, actually 4 triangles.
Okay.
And they're all congruent because they all have half of what the big triangle had. This is half of one side, half of one side, half of one side, half of one side.
Interesting. Okay. That's pretty neat.
And then there's the 4th.
Is that it? Or no? We haven't talked about this one yet, have we?
Yeah, it's the diamond.
Okay.
So I drew 2 perpendicular lines across.
All right.
And well, this one it wasn't too exact.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. I drew 2 perpendicular lines across, which separated it into 4 congruent triangles.
All right.
And then I shaded in one of these triangles.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Very good. So for the next part of the project, what you need to do is take the same shapes and you're going to divide them into 1/3. Okay, so you're going to shade in 1/3, and then you're going to come back down and explain why that's true, or why you got 1/3. Okay.
All right.
All right. Good job, hon.